Um, I got something I need to.
Just read the paper.
Uh, I would just like to say the Cornbread Mafia is real, and I will not make fun of them anymore. I will not say that their gang initiation consists of shucking corn and kissing their sisters, or that their rival gang is the Jiffy Bread Boys. Nah, I'm just bullshit. I made the Cornbread Mafia video yesterday. Dr. Phil kind of put us in a hole. It turns out, as a lot of people commented in my video, the Cornbread Mafia is better known as the Dixie Mafia. Dixie Mafia, now that I've heard of, okay? And I thought I would look it up, see if I could find anything about the Cornbread Mafia, aka Dixie Mafia, and I come across some stuff. I'm going to share it with you. Turns out the Cornbread Mafia has what I'm assuming is basically their kingpin, the top of the organization. His name's Johnny Boone. Now, Johnny Boone has been referred to as the godfather of grass. Now, I want to say this before I go through a lot of the rest. He has used his money to help. So he's kind of like a redneck Robin Hood. The guy donates to good causes and stuff like that. So, good for him. Good for him. One thing is, though, it turns out some of his associates tend to turn up dead. Don't know. Am I going to say that? We'll see. It's said that in his fields where he grows his pot, he actually has rattlesnakes that have had the rattlers cut off of them, so you won't know it's there. He wants you to get bit. He doesn't want you warned. And it's said that he has Rottweilers who he's starving, so they're more vicious. I don't like that. I'm an animal lover. I had a Rottweiler. Her name was Roxy. Best dog I ever had. Smartest. Great dog. And, they talked about how his distribution method was he would actually cut up cattle and place the drugs in the cattle, sew them back up, and ship them around the country. Wow. In 1987, he was sentenced to 20 years for having over 200 tons of marijuana, which in today's money would be over $1 billion. Now, this is kind of his dark side. It turned out him and his son had a little squabble while he was in jail. His son had spent a ton of money and built him a new house right near his dad's house. His dad didn't like that at all. His son ended up being found with a gunshot in his head. It was ruled a suicide. Then he got in. After that, he had gotten into an argument with his wife, and it turns out that she was found hung in a barn. One other thing to note, it turns out Mr. Boone is noted to be a mean drunk, and we know how mean drunks are. So that's basically, a little bit of backstory on the Cornbread Mafia. It's legit. Like I said, it's better known as the Dixie Mafia. Cornbread Mafia is it's lesser known name. I found that interesting that the behavioral guys brought that up. I wonder what led them to even ask that question. Have you guys thought about that? I mean, there's something. They just didn't pull it out of thin air, I don't think. And I know a lot of us who follow this very closely were blown away by that. I know a lot of people said that they hadn't heard of the Cornbread Mafia before. A lot of people have heard of them. typically it's referred to as the Dixie Mafia. And yeah, that's just, I wanted to make a little follow up to my first video after learning about that they were actually the Dixie Mafia, the Cornbread Mafia thing. I don't think anybody would name their syndicate that, so I guess that nickname came over time. That's it. If you like my videos, throw a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe, and I'll talk to you later after we have part 2 of the Summer Wells Dr. Phil 2-part episode. God bless.